It's cleaning day, and I'm starting by putting the clean dishes away because there's already a sink full of dishes that need to be loaded. Since I have a full day ahead of me, my thoughts escape me, making that mental to-do list. All those letters that need to be written. But first, the dishes. But do I have all the addresses on hand, or do I need to inquire about a few? Where's that apron? The Christmas one, so I can look festive. What about all those stamps? Do I have enough for this season? But first, the dishes. Wasn't there a load in the washer machine? I should switch that really fast. It will only take a second. No, these counters need wiping. But those pillows could use some fluffing. And this belongs under the tree. I should scrub that cooktop today. I think I'll go to the post office later to get some more international stamps. I only have 2 left. These cabinets need wiping. The microwave never stays clean. It always looks like something exploded. I'll see you this time next week. These floors should be swept. And mopped. What's even the point? Look at that shine. How does this even get here? Done for another week. Hello and welcome back. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you enjoyed the little bit of cleaning that I shared with you that I did this morning. Today's Monday, so that means it's really a whole house clean for me, and there are certain things that I do. I'm trying to get a list together for you of all of the things that I like to accomplish, and that should be coming up shortly, but I just don't have it just yet. So today I wanted to talk about a personal touch and, you know, just putting your personal touch on something. And this really falls in line with something that I started recently, which was a new tier to my Patreon channel where I am handwriting my letters to those who are in the upper tier, and we become pen pals and just, you know, correspond in that way. And so this past weekend, you know, going into the weekend, just as soon as it started, I started writing my welcome, thank you letters and whatnot. And I just spent this weekend catching up on emails that have been lost in my inbox and just trying to get everything on track. And then of course, you know, writing to my new pen pals. And that is something that I have to say I really look forward to. And today's little topic that I wanted to discuss with you comes from the advice column out of our newspaper. And so I just thought that it was perfect and something that maybe some people aren't aware of. And so I just think that it would be great to discuss this about, you know, adding a personal touch of some kind to a Christmas card. And so I just think that it's appropriate for the time. And when I read this, I really did not know that this was something that would bother somebody. I just think that maybe because of the time that we're in, and I was so used to, you know, just printing off Christmas cards, because I'm guilty of what is going on here in this letter. But I haven't sent out Christmas cards in quite a while. I think the last time we sent out Christmas cards, I think it was in our the house, not the house before this one, but the one before that one. I think that was the last time I did Christmas cards with my family. So it has been that long, and you know, we just haven't even been prioritizing taking family pictures or anything like that. I wanted to do that this year, but we still haven't gotten around to that. And now my brother, who is pretty much our photographer, he's going to be leaving at the end of this week, so I don't even know if we'll end up doing it. Maybe we could squeeze it in this week, but we'll have to see. So I wanted to read this complaint, really, and how Miss Manners, because I love reading Miss Manners in the newspaper section. I've been sharing this off and on over on my Patreon channel if something stood out to me, but today's I think is quite appropriate, especially since I've just been, you know, trying to get on top of all of my letter writing and everything like that. So this one writer says, "Dear Miss Manners, as usual, I'm receiving a few Christmas cards that are coming custom printed with such sentiments as Merry Christmas from the Johnson family or Happy Holidays from the Andersons instead of being hand signed. While I have always found these cards to be somewhat impersonal, I am willing to accept the notion that some people feel a custom printed card is classy. The straw that breaks my back is when the cards come from people who use a computer to create address labels. I am writing for your permission to feel slightly insulted when I receive a card from someone whose Christmas card sending ritual doesn't even include picking up a pen." So that was news to me. Is that news to you? I mean, I'm just always grateful that somebody even thought of me, and that's really, I guess, not something that I put a lot of, I don't want to say value, because I always value somebody who's actually written something, and that's just me, and I know that it's something that I hope others value as well. But I just didn't know that it was something that was like a complaint if something was printed, because I guess, you know, you just think, well, a lot of people are busy, and so this is just the norm, right? And then of course with the computers and everything, I mean, you know that someone took the time to type everything out and whatnot. But I mean, I guess I can see this, but I wouldn't myself have a complaint. If you have a complaint about this, if you agree with this person that wrote in, please let me know in the comments below. I didn't know that this was a thing. Well, Miss Manners said, "Miss Manners admires a a prettily hand-addressed envelope as much as anyone. But there is nothing classy about withholding a personal touch, and the place for that is in the card itself. So that comes straight from Miss Manners, whose name is Judith Martin. And that is just something that I wanted to share with all of you, that I guess there are people that feel, you know, that it's very impersonal to do those kind of cards if you don't at least write a little something or sign your name. So I will tuck that away. But one of the things that I wanted to do this Christmas is actually write my cards out, and it not be like anything that I've ever done in the past, where I have printed things out, and I've even printed out a Christmas letter one year on the back of our pictured card. And pretty much when I would send Christmas cards, they would always be picture cards. And especially as the kids were growing up, I loved that. I never wanted to miss a year, and I, you know, saved at least one card from each year. And that was just something that was so exciting to me. But over the past few years, I've just gotten away from that. And it was kind of like we were in debt around the time that, you know, we were getting to the end of the year. And I didn't want to spend that money on the Christmas cards or something like that. And, you know, we were just starting to take into account all of our finances and where we can cut things here and there. And so over the past few years, that's what it has been, is cutting the Christmas cards out. And then now I want to send out cards, but I don't want it to just be like a mass sending out a bunch of cards to people that I really don't keep in touch with on a personal level. Now I've thought of just handwriting different things to people that I would like to reconnect with, or just that I haven't been in touch with, especially this year. And so there have been people on my list that, you know, I really enjoyed their company, but maybe we just haven't spoken this year. And with everything that has gone on, it's like we are so distant from everyone that it's almost like you're just trying to figure out a way to stay in touch with the people that you would normally have within your smaller circle. And so that's just what it's been like for me. So one of the things that I'm doing this year is just really focusing on the people that are close to me, and letting them know how much everything that they've done, like just recognizing their efforts and things, and how much I appreciate them and just love them, and, you know, just happy that they're a part of my life and even within my family and things like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing this year. And then I will possibly send out a couple of cards to people that, you know, I've just lost touch with over the year, and reconnect in that way. And maybe they will want to start writing back and forth, because I think so many of us just kind of get tired of texting. I'm a person that I'll put my phone away, and it's kind of hard to get in touch with me at times. It can even be hard to get in touch with me online, you know, through email. I'll read it, but then I won't respond right away because of all the other things going on, or just because I'm constantly on the computer. And so you really have to prioritize what kind of things you're going to be doing with your time. So if that's something that you struggle with, please let me know in the comments below. I wanted to speak on having like a inbox routine, or just, you know, an email routine, something like that. That might be coming up soon, because usually there's at least one time in the year, and it's usually around the end of the year, that I just start thinking about that I kind of got away from having that, you know, email routine. But I am determined to not let things go as long as I have been letting them go this year, because it was bad this year. I mean, if you recently received an email from me, it's because, you know, I've been trying to get to all of them. I haven't gotten to every single one, but I have been doing my best. And yes, I look forward to talking about that and talking about priorities. That will be coming up. So with all of that being said and adding a personal touch, there's one more thing that I want to share with you. And I think that this will be exciting, and I need the feedback of those of you who are living in Las Vegas here. So I'm going to read this viewer's email, and I hope that those of you who are in Las Vegas will participate. So this is what Laura just wrote me this, and she writes, I read an old interview you did about your journey from where you started. Oops, let's turn off the alarms, and then that's my laundry, okay? About where you started, and it really moved me seeing old pictures and knowing that you live the same struggles as us everyday moms do. I got an idea that would be different than what everyone else is doing. It's easy to give away a discount or a gift, but to be genuine and unique, I thought it would be a great idea to surprise one of your viewers that's local, of course, and give them a visit. Pick someone that you wouldn't normally pick, like a single mom or a mom with a lot of small children. These moms need the most encouragement. We know the kitchen and laundry room are our biggest room. I'm butchering this. We know the kitchen and laundry room are our busiest rooms in the house. You can visit your viewer, tour their kitchen, and then you can get them beautiful plastic dinnerware with a flower arrangement that you make. You can even gift them a painting and apron. Looking at their space will give you an idea of what to get. You're not painting or redoing the whole kitchen. It takes a lot of time. The whole kitchen takes a lot of time and shopping, etc. This you can do in one trip, and it's setting up her everyday space, her table where she eats, that will inspire her and make her everyday beautiful. I wish I lived close so that I could visit more. I am butchering this. I wish I lived close so that you could visit me. I know this would be a great gift before Christmas, just to give your time and help a mom that is going through the hardest years, which is baby and toddlers. You can make her every day inspired. So, Laura, that is such a great idea. And of course, I mean, you know, we can't have such a great idea and not follow through with something like this. So if you live in the Las Vegas area, maybe you're going through a hard time, anything like that, even if you're not going through a hard time, email me, let me know a little about yourself and just, you know, how your year went and what kind of things, what is your everyday like? That's what I would like to know. And also, please send me a picture of your kitchen, your dining room, as well as, or, you know, it could be like your kitchen eat-in area, as well as your laundry room or where you do laundry. So I would like those 3 pictures, wherever you eat, wherever you do your dishes, and then also wherever you do your laundry. And make sure that that is part of the email with some information about yourself, and we will see where this takes us. So Laura, thank you so much for the inspiration. And of course, I love things like this. I love to get to know my subscribers, and this is a really wonderful way. So thank you so much for being here today. And of course, whatever happens, I want to share with all of you. So I hope that you were inspired today in some way, and also let me know in the comments below about, you know, how you send your Christmas cards and if that is something that's important to you. And if this got you to thinking that maybe if you do send out, you know, mass Christmas cards, what you would do differently if this touched you in any way. So I look forward to hearing that. My little thing has been to get back to those of you who have been writing me, and that has been so important to me. And I'm glad that I finally have, you know, been doing that this past weekend. So I hope that all of you are happy to get a little something back, and I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. We will talk then. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye, everyone.